Okay, now it's time to make bookings possible. What I want to do is to respond to people clicking on different seats, and I'll figure out what action I want to take place as I go. There was some code in there originally that should put up a message when you click on the seat that's taken, and that's not working anymore. Here's the code that I supplied you with. Um, Down here, all of the seats are in place. Now define an action to be taken when the user clicks on a seat. And I've got this TD click, so this is the function that kicks off when you click on a TD. And it checks the text. If it's an X, then it says that seat is already taken. We've taken the text out of the tables. The tables are all empty now, and we want the action to take place depending on if it's got a class. So we can tell the difference between the different types of seat from the class it's got. If I click on this sofa here, okay, so that is a right sofa that's taken, so it has the X property. The one next to it is a left sofa that's free, and so they should do different things depending on which one you click on. Okay, it's generally speaking, if you click on a seat that's already taken, it should either give you an error message or just not do anything. I think I prefer the not do anything to the error message. And if you click on the left one, it should be taken. If you click on one that's already taken, let's look at this one here, this armchair. So right click, inspect that. So that one there, that's got an M, that indicates it's mine. So I'm looking for conditions like, for example, if this has class. Now, as we saw, we've given two classes to most of our seats, one to indicate the kind of seat and the other to indicate whether it's taken or not, whether it's free or taken. So that's the A and M, and I can look at those values. So if this has class X, alert seat already taken, don't like that, but let's see if it works. I'll right click, I'll write that out. So that's an if statement. So this is the function that happens. This is the on-click event of a TD, and I'm checking to see if it's got class X. If it has, then I say the seat's already taken. Write that out and reload here. And now when I click on that, it gives me that message. Don't like that message. I think I'd prefer nothing to happen at all. There are some things I could do. I can change the cursor. So this thing is something that you can click on. But this is something you can't. And what I could do is change the cursor as you hover over those two. The way I would do something like that is to say, if you're on a TD that has been, well, one that you're allowed to click on, so you can click on anything that's got an O. What I'm going to do is change the cursor to a pointer. That's if it's free. Let's have a look at the effect of that. Reload. And now that's not clickable. This guy is. There's even a kind of a don't go there icon you can have. Not sure what that's called. Let's have a look at CSS cursor. So cursor pointer is the one I know about. What other kinds of cursors can I have? So I can have, I can give it my own PNG if I wanted to. Don't think I want to do that. General pointer. Oh, this is nice. Pointer's the one I like. So pointer indicates you can do something. We don't want in progress. Oh, no drop. Okay, quite like that one. That's close to what I want. Not allowed. Let's put in a not allowed. Okay, that looks pretty in your face. So let's say if it is td.x, x for don't go here, move along. Cursor. What was it? Not allowed. Not allowed. Okay, that's a big get stuffed. Let's reload. Okay. Yes, sir, you can have this seat. Yes, you can have this seat. Get out of here. Get off my seat. There, you're allowed here. You're allowed here. Get lost. There you go. Okay, that interface is talking to me. That's a little bit too much. All right, so I can click on this here. Pink ones, I should be allowed them. So I'm going to allow the pink ones too. The pink ones are indicated by an M, so I can update this rule to say TD, the comma means either .m. So that means a pointer if it's mine or if it's free, and you get that get lost if it's an X. Let's reload. Okay, that's looking good. That's behaving the way I want it to. Okay, what about doing something when you click on it? So click on that guy. I want it to change. All right, and I don't like this rule. I'm just going to take this rule out. So if it is so if it is free, then what I'm going to do is two things. I'm going to change it from free to mine. So I'm going to say $this. I'm going to add class M because it's now mine, and I'm going to take away the thing that said it was free. So this dot remove class. Remove class. What was free? Free was an O, wasn't it? So I'm going to take away the O that it gave me. So if it has an O, I'll take away that O and I'll add an M. So let's do that and reload, and now I can book all of the sofas I want. Okay, so I can go about booking the whole cinema. Can't do one of them, can't do one of them. So that's great. I can book out the whole sofa, but it's kind of one way. Having booked it, I can't unbook it. So clicking again, I'm trying to click on these pink things and nothing's happening. Well, that's not surprising because I didn't code it. So I have to be a little bit careful now. I'm tempted to have my next clause to go like this, more or less the same thing, copy and paste. All right, but if it is, if it's one of mine, so if it's mine, then I want to do the reverse. I add class O and I remove class M. And you might think that would work, but it's got some unfortunate consequences. Reload. Okay, that one I can unbook. This one I can't book. You see, I'm trying to book these guys, but it's not working. I can unbook that one, and I can unbook that one, but I can't book anything. What's going on? Well, if we look at the code, if you imagine when I click on one that's free, this one O, I click on that O, and it goes through this code. It adds class M and it removes class O, and then it goes immediately into this if statement which says, has it got M? Well, it does because you just put it on, and that reverses what I just did. So it says, if it's got class M, add class O and take away M, so I'm back where I started. So it did briefly, for some virtual fraction of a nanosecond, become mine, but then immediately flicked back, and we didn't see anything happening. You can find those kinds of bugs really by line stepping. Let me show you. Let's get the debugger up, and we'll go to sources, and we'll look at, yep, I'm on sources, and it is the domjq7 I want. Get rid of that, bring this down, and I was trying to figure out what was going here. We'll pretend I didn't understand. So I put a breakpoint there, and then I try and click a free sofa, which I should be allowed to do. Click on that one there. I come into the debugger, and I can see has class O. Yes, it does. So I go into the if statement, add M, take away O, and I'm done. Well, no, I'm not. I thought I was done, but I'm not, because now it's got M. I don't know. Oh, you can see there. With the pause on, you can see it went pink briefly. And then when I line step, let's see if we can see both at the same time. So now when I line step, it adds class O, it takes away M, and it goes back green again. Okay, so that's quite instructive. That's debugging in action. Let's take that away. How do I fix it? Well, a number of things I could do. I could exit from the click function at that point, or I could put in an else here so that it doesn't do this code. It either does one or the other. And I got another if statement in there. Okay, so that's the else, and I've got to get my indentation right, so I need another curly bracket there, and this lot gets indented. And you always make sure your indentation is right at all times. Never be tempted to think this is just a temporary hack, I won't bother with the indentation. You always got to have your indentation right at all times, otherwise you don't stand a chance. Let's check that worked. Reload. Yep, so I can book this guy, and I can unbook things as well. Okay, so they're toggling on and off. This is not how the Dominion operation was working. Maybe it's better, maybe it's not. We're going to look at some more subtleties, changing the behavior in the next video.